mosey on into the studio and be a part of this. And this is now becoming a regular occurrence because, see, on a Friday, we usually, for some reason, Minister, we don't plan this. It just happens. We're on a Friday. We just happen to get together and things happen. I mean, last week we had a conversation, and once I left the studios, my phone ring. Hey, that was powerful stuff, that kind of a thing. So, Pastor Willie Brown.
Commander Uptown Willie Brown, still around. And folks, I still get on down for Jesus. I just want to say, first of all, Courtney, thank you, and thank Minister Copeland for allowing me to actually be a part of the conversation. And as I was listening to you all before the break, I nearly teared up because I thought about my sister who was in an abusive relationship with a gentleman, was a crackhead. She didn't know it at the time, but, ultimately this guy ended up hurting my sister, paralyzed her.
Wow.
She was paralyzed from her waist downward, and all in the name of money. And so in the end, I did remember what Minister Copeland said, and that was, remembering to go to God in prayer. In other words, don't bank on your mom's and your grandmom's prayers. You need a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, and that woman of God, that was the part that my sister was missing.
Yes. And if you miss that, then there are things that you will go through that is not God's best for you. See, I'm interested in this book and making sure ladies know that, hey, God still has his best on his mind for you.
Amen.
And the situations that we find ourselves in sometimes because of compromise and because of not being bathed in prayer, decisions we make to marry individuals, to even date individuals. Sometimes, when the cat comes out of the bag, is not the bag that you wanted to sign up for. So,
right.
Thank God. And I'm a testament of that. I made it through. And so now I just want to make sure that every single woman, every woman I know is, has the insight to this wisdom that God has given me so that we don't keep going around in those circles.
Wow. And
Amen.
we haven't even gotten past chapter 2. But let's move to chapter 3 now, Minister. And this is very important. Wife material. We've heard that cliche, wife material. What is wife material? Is there any such thing as wife material?
There is. And, the thing about it is, I know Proverbs spells it out very well. That's a lot of men have been taught that, the Proverbs 31, woman and things of that nature. But there are some other things as well. And in plain English, with talking about what does a wife look like, men are the head. God speaks to the man of the household. I do believe that. Men are the head of the household, right? We women, myself included, we make a lot of money right now, okay? We have high positions. We own businesses. We do a lot of great things. We are forefront of the media and everything. Our faces everywhere, on pictures, billboards, right? We're some strong, intelligent women nowadays. But what a wife is, that's all great because you add value to your marriage that way.
Yes.
But what a wife is someone that is peace, right? Someone that brings peace to the home. Because the man, yes, they're still out there getting it. They are the head, right? And they're not only the head of your home, they are also the head of a lot of different places where they go in. Some husbands are pastors. Some husbands, are out there as bishops. They have a lot of churches, apostles under them, and people that are looking up to them because people, let's just face it, okay? I'm a lady preacher,
Come
right?
on. Yeah.
But people gravitate a lot, especially men, more so to the men leader being the preacher, right?
That's right.
And so the men are looked at as leaders. So we as the wife have to complement that. We complement that, even though with our powerful self, right? My husband will come home and my husband's like, okay, now this is how we need to do this, right? And I'm like, okay, because at work, I'm a leader as well. In ministry, I'm a leader, but at home, I'm a wife. I follow instructions. I help him, The Bible talks about the wife being a helpmate. I help him accomplish for our home and lead our family, our children, whatever the case may be. He has the vision, right? Because God is going to give the head the vision.
Amen.
I can see as well, but however, his vision supersedes what I have.
But hear this now, Minister. You've now touched on a very great area now, man of God. Now, we've heard this before.
I love it.
That men